bouquet garni is one of the basic preparations called for in recipes again and again. Although there is no generic recipes as you can add the herbs that you want, a basic bouquet garni is usually made of parsley, thyme, bay leaf, peppercorns and green leek. It is added to the preparation and removed before serving once it has simmered long enough to infuse the dish with its rich aroma. I recommend you to taste the dish before adding the bouquet garni and after when you remove it to find a nice subtle flavor of that small bundle. There are different ways to make a bouquet garni, and that is what I'm going to show you now. Before making your bouquet garni, you have to decide how big it's going to be. A small pot will require a smaller bouquet garni, and a larger pot with more liquid will require a large bouquet garni. Let me show you how to do. To make a bouquet garni with a cheesecloth, open your cheesecloth. So here I have about 60 centimeter square cheesecloth, which is about maybe a foot and a half square, and place it down on your cutting board. So on your cheesecloth you're going to put, I'm going to start with the parsley. Normally you will use only the sprigs because you will use the leaves to chop them to garnish a dish. So typically in the bouquet garni we don't put the leaves, we put only the sprigs. Okay. However, if you want to put a few leaves, it's fine too. Yeah. So break those stems. If you want to put the leaves, just break the leaves. This is a large bay leaf, put 1 or 2 bay leaves. Maybe a smaller one. A few thyme sprigs. Break them up a little bit. Smells good. Of course, before using your herbs, you have to wash them thoroughly, right? And finally, I need a little bit of leek. So I'm always using the small green part of the leek in my bouquet garni. And I'm going to break it into little pieces. You don't have to chop it. If you are using leek as an aromatic garnish outside the bouquet garni, you can put a little bit less in your bouquet garni. So place the leek and add the peppercorns. So typically for a small bouquet garni about 8 to 12 peppercorns, but depending on their size. Those are pretty small, so I will put maybe 14. Okay, right on the center, here we go. And then bring everything together and you're going to tie it up into a little bundle. So there we go. Then we're going to get a piece of kitchen string. So twist, place your kitchen string between your thumb and index finger, there we go, and tie it around. There we go, a few times. Then remove that string here. Make a double knot to well secure the bouquet garni. Cut this end off. Cut the string, but leave some length, that way you can attach it to the handle of the pot. You can remove some excess here. And voila, first bouquet garni tied up in a piece of cheesecloth. Another great way to make a bouquet garni without looking everywhere in your house for cheesecloth is to use a big tea bowl. Open the tea bowl and place your ingredients in it. So break your leaves here. This one is made in mesh, so it will infuse very easily and distribute all the aromas of the bouquet garni into the stock or the liquid. Break the parsley stems to little pieces. If you want to use the leaves, break them up. go. Then a little bit of leek. Some bouquet garnis can have some adaptation to the flavors of a region, such as a Provençal bouquet garni with a little bit of rosemary sprig in it, or other herbs. It's really up to you and depending on your recipe. Now I have to add the peppercorns. If I was doing a bouquet garni for maybe a vegetable stock, you can also put some coriander seeds if you want, or maybe a juniper berry that you will crush and that will infuse also. So, you know, bouquet garni is the base, but then you can build up your flavors. Close it and lock it. Et voila! You will never look for cheesecloth again. And best of all, just wash it, put it in a dishwasher, and use it, and use it, and use it all the time. Well, you don't have a cheesecloth or a tea bowl? Relax. You can still make a bouquet garni. Let me show you how. Take some large leaf leeks, green part only. Blanch your leek leaves for a few seconds in boiling water, just to make them soft and flexible, right? Take them out, refresh in cold water, drain, and take them to your work area. Place your leaves on your cutting board into a cross pattern. So put them down and overlap them slightly here. I'm using 2 leaves on each side. If your leaves or leeks are quite large, 1 might be sufficient on each side. To the center, place your bouquet garni ingredients, making sure they're not too wide. So bring them up. Your parsley. Your peppercorns. And then fold over. There you go. And same thing here. Take some kitchen string to secure it. And there, 3 knots. Oops, there you go. 1, 2, 3. Pull, and then crosswise. 1, 2, 3. Very nice. Make a knot. Actually, double knot first to secure it. And then you can make it pretty. A variation of this method is to make it into a bundle. So you get 1 piece of leek. You're going to put all your ingredients in there. A little bit of peppercorns. And then you're going to roll it pretty tightly. Get a piece of string. And tie it up all around. Pretty tight. Make a knot, and again, double knot. Leave some length before cutting the string, thus you can attach it to the handle of the pot. Here we have 4 ways to make a bouquet garni to enhance with full of flavor your soup, stock, stew, sauces, and so on. If you decide to do a loose bouquet garni, it's possible. You won't tie them up like this. Here the purpose is really to be able to remove them at any point because you're not going to serve them, such as in a stew like coq au vin. You're not going to serve, you're not going to strain the sauce. so you want to be able to remove your bouquet garni at any time. In the case of a fish stock, for instance, you will be straining your stock and everything, so you can decide to have a loose bouquet garni where you just put everything in a bowl and damp it when it's time to add it. Easy.